Hey guys, so I am refilming this video that I literally had just filmed because I was filming it on my phone and the quality was absolutely horrible. So I'm probably going to take it down. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the COVID quarantine and everything that's going on, and basically how to keep yourself busy. If you're watching this again from what I had just filmed, the quality was absolutely terrible on my laptop. So, or on my phone. But basically, like, one of the things that I really like doing is I love to read, and I haven't been doing a lot of reading since I just honestly the past few years I haven't really been reading that much. So I really wanted to take this time and read a lot more, like whether it's educational or like reading a novel or something like that. And I know my book's meant here, but this is just a book that I have been reading. It's a really good series that I really, really enjoy. But honestly, just doing anything that that can help your self growth. Like let's say you want to um I don't know what it is, like learn how to communicate better, learn how to whatever it is that can help you with self growth. Now is honestly a good time to take advantage of that. And for me, I really like to learn languages, so I'm really trying to take this time just to study different languages, just honestly all kinds, and just basically learn the basics of them. I personally love to learn a lot. Like I'm also going to be going to nursing school soon. So for me, I've been studying things like all things regarding to nursing. So that has been what has been really important to me and has been really entertaining to me right now as I'm in quarantine. Something else that is really that would be awesome as well is if you like to cook. Now is a great time to learn how to cook or to cook more, especially because many of us are trying to save money, or if we just don't have time to cook, like if we're working or anything like that. Now is a great time to cook more. If you like to do crafts, or if you like to do art or draw, anything like that, if you like to sew, knit, crochet, whatever it is, build things with wood, whatever it is, that now is also a great time to be doing those things. If you have kids, like I have a son who's 1 year and eight months. I'm going to be starting to do more crafts with him and just more fun things. Usually when I'm working as a massage therapist currently. I tend to work more in the evenings, and I don't have a lot of time with him in the evenings, even though I'm just working a few evenings a week. So I'm really trying to take this time just really spend a lot of quality time with him, play with his toys, read, or not play with his toys, but play with his toys with him, read, just really take this time just to spend quality time with him. And so if you have kids and if you're usually working during the day, then once again, it is a great time to just spend quality family time, even with your spouse. You might not be spending as much time with your spouse during the day because you're usually at work. Now is a great time to spend time with your spouse. Honestly, and even if you want to find a way to make extra money from home, no matter what it is, you could also look up different ways on how to make money. There's one website that I know of that can be really good, and it's called Fiverr.com. And basically, it's a freelance website. So if you have a certain skill, then you can go on there and you can promote that skill, and someone can hire you based on your skill. And it's usually like a one time thing, and then you get paid that way. Yeah, so it's a very freelance type. It's very freelance type of work. I'm trying to think what else. So I'm trying to think what else would be great to be doing while you're home. Obviously, it is a hard time for many of us because I mean, many of us are not getting paid unless we're working from home. So that is obviously very, very, very difficult and not a fun thing. A J Raput vlog says, hey, how's it going? So yeah, I just wanted to have this little chat with you guys, and I'm sorry that the title in here doesn't say anything as of right now. I've been having some trouble with the YouTube title thing. So let's see. Philip Messina says, Minka, can I ask you a question that has absolutely nothing to do with what you're talking about? Yeah, that is fine. What do you guys have questions with? If you want, if I can answer anything if you would like. I'm trying to get on my live stream here to see if I can change the title because I kind of made a mistake. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, I'm just here to hang out with you guys. Would you rather save at least $10 with H&R Block online? Let's see. Lawrence Madaria says, nice video. I've been building scale models as I did for years, but building more so now. Imagine a 70-year-old guy building models. No, that is honestly awesome. Like, not everyone usually during the day has the time to be doing those types of things, and building models can be really fun. My father and my brother actually love to build models a lot, like trucks, cars, trains, all kinds of stuff. So that is awesome. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I just want to just have this chat with you. And I'm just trying to figure out how to edit this, but I might just fix it afterwards here. So, but I feel like I forgot something, like different ways to entertain yourself while you're on quarantine. Trying to think. There was something, I feel like something very important that I forgot, but I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh yeah, cleaning. So many of us are usually very, very busy, and sometimes we don't find the time to be cleaning all the time, especially if we're working full time or something like that. So I have been doing a lot of cleaning since I have been on quarantine, and especially because spring is coming. Spring cleaning, now is a great time to be doing spring cleaning. Now that spring is coming, especially. So I've just been doing like a lot of like reorganizing, going through my closets and just going through all my old clothes and stuff. And we actually moved into this apartment about 3 months ago. So I have some boxes like right over there. So we're still going through all of our stuff, and like we have a bunch of our clothes over there because we have one dresser, but we need to get more of them. So we just have like all of our stuff everywhere. But Philip Messina says, I have a stuttering problem, and I'm 40 years old, and it seems that people view me as the guy who stutters and not as Philip. Like my coworkers and people I meet. Do you experience the same thing? Yes. So I was actually thinking about this the other day. I experienced the exact same thing as you. When I was probably 12, actually, the first time that I really realized that I had a speech issue was when I was at school, and someone had told me that there was a boy who had called me, like who would speak of me as the girl who stutters. And I remember at that moment, it did not make me feel good at all. I just felt like, I was being labeled as someone who stutters, which I'm not saying is like necessarily a bad thing, but it did feel like a negative thing to me, because it was like basically being labeled as something that's just very different, and someone that has an issue, or just so. But I know Philip, exactly what you are talking about, and in my opinion, I don't really like it. Like, I don't like to be labeled that way, but then again, I do stutter, so I guess if someone wants to identify me that way, then I can't really do anything about it because I do stutter. So honestly, Yeah, it is not nice to hear. I don't like hearing when when someone labels me as the girl who stutters, but there isn't really anything I can do about it, unfortunately. So, Ajay Raput vlog says, I have been following you for 3 years. I also have problem of stuttering. You are my inspiration. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I am so glad that you have been following me for 3 years. Yeah, I started this YouTube channel summer of 2016, and um, I was making a lot of videos then. Like I was just going and going, like making a lot of videos, but I I I don't like to talk about stuttering all the time because then I feel like it's all consuming and that's like all I think about. And sometimes when I think of actually usually when I think about stuttering more, I tend to stutter more because I'm thinking about it more. So I have to like take breaks here and there because I just don't want it to be like my whole life just about like stuttering and just thinking about it all the time and whatnot. Philip Messina Philip Messina says, like, it's my identity. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And I do feel like that too, which is why I do have a problem sometimes with making, with my YouTube channel just being primarily regarding stuttering support, because I feel like, I'm being labeled as like, oh, the YouTuber who stutters, or whatever. Like I just don't want to be labeled that way, even though I love talking about it and everything. Like a lot of times I wish that I would also have a YouTube channel, talking about something else besides stuttering. So, but I know exactly what you mean. You're definitely not alone, and I'm sure there are people around me who think of me as the girl who stutters, especially at work, even though they don't say it to my face. But yeah, I mean, I try not to think of it as my identity because then I do start to feel kind of down, and I don't like being thought of as that way. So yeah, so I mean that's honestly my thoughts on that. When I was in the military, I was told by some of my higher ups that there were other Marines who did stutter as well, and like there was an officer who was in the in infantry, and he would stand in front of big groups of Marines. He was a captain, and he would just talk, and he would stutter, and he still had a lot of respect from his Marines. So it didn't so just because he was known as like the officer who stuttered, and apparently he stuttered really intensely, um, his Marines still had massive respect for him. So even if it is your identity, that does not mean that 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 you won't still gain respect from your coworkers or whatever. So yeah. Ajay Raiput's vlog says, yes, Minka, you're a very good speaker. You can also talk in other topics. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about actually talking about my journey going to nursing school, because I haven't started nursing school yet, but I'm going to be starting it soon. Or I'm going to be starting the prerequisites to apply to nursing school soon. And I was wondering if I should, you know, film those videos on this channel or start a completely new channel talking about it. So I'm still thinking about it, but if you guys think it would be cool to watch my journey going on to nursing school, then let me know. Yes, because we're also going to be moving to a different state as well. So I am very excited for that. Philip Messina says, people judge my intelligence too. Okay, now see, that actually is really sad. When they start to judge your intelligence, that takes it to a whole other level. I will admit throughout my life, I haven't been told personally that that someone thinks I'm stupid because of that I stutter. that I have lower intelligence, so I haven't really felt that personally. But there have been times, especially like at my current job, where sometimes I feel that people think that I'm like, I don't want to say like slow or something, but like, just like, I guess where I'm like not as smart or something because I do stutter. But I can't really confirm that because when I was in the military and when I would stutter, no one thought that I was like stupider or anything like that. Like no one thought I was dumb. So I mean, I didn't really seem to have that issue, but I'm sure there's been clients that I've had at work who I feel may have thought that just because they didn't know me well. So it really sucks. I mean, really does. But at least we know that we're not alone. So thank you, YouTube. Ajay Raiput Vlog says, yeah, please share about your journey. Okay. Thank you, because I just wasn't sure if I wanted to combine those two topics on my channel. Philip Messina says, I'm actually a preacher. Oh, okay. So Philip, how do you feel speaking in front of an audience? Because that's pretty much what you do for your career, is what I'm assuming. I mean, like for me, for instance, I mean, that is really brave. I personally would not want to have a career where I'm like speaking in front of people all the time. Even though when I do become a nurse, I probably will be speaking in front of people. So Philip Messina says, God bless you. You have great courage. Thanks for the feedback. Of course. I don't know if you hear someone crying, but it's my son. My husband is trying to calm him down. Lawrence Maderia says, stop it. You're not stupid. You're intelligent and very brave to go into the military. Yeah, no, I know. Like, I don't feel like I don't feel stupid or anything, but there are times where I just feel like I'm a little, not as smart or whatever. But yeah, I mean, going into the military, like now when I look back on it, I am pretty shocked that I did join the Marine Corps. But it was a great experience for me. Fantastic experience. I'm so glad I did, especially because I am pretty introverted and shy. So doing something like that really just, propelled me and just be very independent and just do my own thing. And it was honestly awesome. I'm really glad that I joined the military. Ajay Raiput vlog says, whenever I get upset, I watch your videos. I like your everything. Your husband's also very good. Yeah, no, he is very funny. I really love him too. I'm really glad that you like watching my videos. And I'm really glad that they help, because that's the main thing that I wanted to do, is just, share my experience and just share the experience that I have regarding stuttering. And yeah, just my whole journey, just basically my journey through life, stuttering and that type of thing. But yeah, no, he's my husband. He is very good with it because he really tries to make a joke out of everything, but in like a very funny way. So like if I'm struggling with stuttering one day, or like I'm just feeling depressed about it, he always knows how to make me feel better. And he'll joke with me with it, but it's in a really funny way that I absolutely love. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to get going because I'm going to have dinner. It is 7:49 here where I am at, and I will see you guys. I'm going to try and do a live stream here, I mean, every day if I can. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh, and also don't forget to hit the small bell icon by the subscribe button so YouTube notifies you when I upload a video or when I go live. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.